Hi, Ria. Thanks for coming back. Thank you so much, darling. And I'm not the one to really drag my feet because I don't like to hold people on. We're 5 minutes in. We'll give them about 2 more minutes because the video, the video will always be there. So I don't drag my feet because you know how it goes. We other people got other places to go to. Okay. How's your day been so far? And I know I'm to come to you at 5 o'clock. I have it written right here. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and get started. And what I want to do is I do the main things as far as symptoms, what can cause it, things of that nature. And from there, I'll let you either go see your particular doctor. If you want more and intense information from me, of course, you know where you can find me. I don't like these to go over at the most. I really only like for them to go about 35, maybe I'll say between 30 to 40, 45 minutes. Hi, Miss Tia, sweetie. You've been in the bushes. Bless you. Is it better? Is your back better? I'm so sorry. I know how that is, though. Trust and believe. I know how that is. Well, okay, today is, well, see, this is why I don't like to hold people very long because I know people have other things to do. People don't feel well. Okay, today is cervical cancer awareness. Well, actually, January is. So, what I'm going to be doing is first, I'm going to give you some symptoms of cervical cancer. And any of the following are signs of cervical cancer, which is blood splats or light bleeding between or following periods, menstrual bleeding that is longer and heavier than usual, bleeding after intercourse or douching or pelvic examination, increased vaginal discharge, pain more than normal, just during your normal intercourse, if more pain than normal, or more pain that would be desirable, I should say, for you, take that into consideration. Um, and then I will go to what is the main cause of cervical cancer? Cervical cancer is a type of cancer that occurs in the cells of the cervix, the lower part of the uterus that connects to the vagina. Various strands of the human papillomavirus, which is HPV, a sexual transmitted infection, play a role in this causing most cervical cancer. Which HPV was not a big thing. I don't know about anyone else, but back when I was younger, say early teens, late teens, HPV wasn't an issue. It wasn't even a thing. I think I may have heard of it, maybe college, maybe. Which am I telling my age, y'all? Okay. And that they do, I found out that they do immunize for it. And I think at a very early age, maybe 15, or definitely if you go for birth control or if you go down for some other sexually transmitted disease, that they do immunize for it now. So that's a plus. Okay, can you survive cervical cancer? Um, per- Percentage means how many of the 100 out of 100. Okay, the 5-year survival rate of all women with cervical cancer is 66%. Survival rates depend on many factors, including the stage of cervical cancer that is diagnosed, when detected at an early stage, the 5-year survival rate for women with invasive cervical cancer is 92%. So, just as anything else, caught in the earliest stage can be a plus on your behalf to the utmost. How long can you have cervical cancer without knowing? Most women with HPV won't get cervical cancer. The virus often resolves on its own in 2 years or less without any treatment. However, some women, or some people I should say, may continue to be infected long after exposure. HPV and early cervical cancer didn't always cause symptoms. This was just confirmed of June 25th of just last year, 2019. Wow, so maybe I'm not so old after all. So what happens if I have cervical cancer? Cervical cancer occurs when the cells of the cervix grow abnormally and invade other tissues and organs of the body. When it is invasive, the cancer affects the deeper tissues of the cervix and may be spread to other parts of the body. Most notable the lungs, liver, bladder, vagina, and the rectum. Okay, can cervical cancer develop in 3 years? It takes a lot longer, usually at least about 10 years, for several abnormal cells progress and become an invasive cervical cancer, if they ever do. Given that you had a negative pap smear results 3 years ago, it could be very unlikely that you have cervical cancer. So don't be aware, don't get afraid or be aware if you have an abnormal. I've had a million and one of abnormals. They could be anything. Okay, now once again, how do you get cervical cancer? Most cervical cancers are caused by long-lasting infections with one of the human, we'll just say like with the HPVs. HPV infection is very common, and most people with HPV infection do not develop cancer. They are over 100 types of HPVs, and only certain types that have been linked to cancer. Cervical cancer is very slow growing. Although in certain circumstances it can grow and spread quickly, the most common type of cervical cancer is called squamous cells. It originates from the cells that lie on the surface of the cervix, and that one is known to grow the fastest. Cannot be cured of cervical cancer. It's what everybody wants to always hear is the cure stage. Small stage IB cervical cancer can be successfully cured and or with radiation therapy, or approximately 90% of the patients. Bulky stage IB cancers greater than 4 centimeters in size are only cured in 70 to 75% of patients when surgery or radiation therapy is administered alone. Um, how long do cancer patients live? The chance of living for at least 5 years after being diagnosed with cervical cancer are stage 1, 80 to 99%, stage 2, 60 to 90%. Do pap smears always detect cervical cancer? A pap smear results can be normal or unclear or abnormal. The pap test or pap smear looks for precancerous cell changes on the cervix and might become cervical cancer if they are not treated, properly. Can you feel cancer on your cervix? Other symptoms of cervical cancer may include, like I said, pain, discomfort during sex, usually, unusually or unpleasant vaginal discharge, and pain in the lower back or pelvis. Will I die from cervical cancer? An American Cancer Society estimate that doctors will make 13,170 new diagnoses in cervical cancer by the end of 2019. In the United States, more than 4,200 women in the U.S. will die with cervical cancer this year. Um, HPV causes the majority of cervical cases. Um, can you have cervical cancer without bleeding? Cancer of the cervix often has no symptoms. On its earliest stages, if you do have symptoms, the most common is abnormal vaginal bleeding, which can occur during or after sex, in between periods, or new bleeding after you have been through the menopause. Ugh, blood after menopause. Do you lose your hair with cervical cancer? Some of the chemotherapy drugs that are commonly used to treat cervical cancer may affect the kidneys. There is usually very little hair loss, if any. There is with chemotherapy, with other types of chemotherapy. If your hair falls out, it will grow back within a few months of completing this treatment of chemotherapy. Is cervical cancer painful? A sign of cervical cancer is pelvic pain. It is especially continuous pain. Pelvic pain near the appendix doesn't usually occur unless the cancer is in an advanced stages. There will usually be other cervical cancer red flags before the pain even begins. What age does cancer? What age does cervical cancer occur? Cervical cancer tends to occur around midlife. It is most frequently diagnosed in women between ages of 35 to 44. It rarely affects women under the age of 20, and more than 50% of the diagnoses are made in women older than 65. Places where that is spread fast, where cancer can spread fast, the most common place for the cervical cancer to spread is to the lymph nodes, liver, lungs, and the bones. Who is the most at risk for developing cervical cancer? Age. People younger than 20 years old rarely develop cervical cancer. The risk goes up between the teens and mid 30s. Women past the age group remain at risk and need to have regular cervical cancer screenings, which include a pap smear and an HPV test. Can you get cervical cancer without being sexually active? In most cases, cervical cancer is caused by sexual transmitted infections called human papillomavirus, which is the HPV. If you've never had any type of sexual intercourse, you're unlikely to have HPV. Well, I wonder how many women that is. Is cervical cancer only sexually transmitted? HPV is sexually transmitted, but penetrative sex is not required to transmission. Skin to skin genital contact as a well recognized mode of transmission. Cervical cancer is by far the most common HPV related disease. Nearly all cases of cervical cancer can be attributed to HPV infection. Can a man give a woman cervical cancer? Women in general often clear the virus in 2 years or less. The HPV types associated with cervical cancer usually do not cause health problems. For a heterosexual man having sex with an HPV infected woman, if a partner has HPV, it does not necessarily mean they have had sex with someone else recently. Can cervical cancer cause back pain? In rare cases, cervical cancer can cause lower back pain and usually discharge. Pelvic pain is another symptom of this type of cancer. Cervical cancer often has no symptoms and in the initial stages. For this reason, it is important to have regular cervical smear pap smear test, also called again when it's in your pap smear, but be sure. Hi, Crystal, how you doing, sweetie? Be sure to make it clear to your gynecologist that you are wanting with your pap smear the HPV test also. Okay, because that's your main way of knowing if you have cervical cancer or not. How long does it take HPV to cause cancer? Most of the time, HPV infections go away on their own in 1 to 2 years. Yet people stay in just some people stay infected for many years. If you don't treat HPV infections, it can cause cells inside of your cervix to turn into cancer. It can often take between 10 to 30 years from the time you're infected until a tumor forms. That's a long time. How long can you live with stage 4 cervical cancer? Stage 4, about 5 out of 100 women, which is around 5%, will survive their cancer for 5 years or more. How can you prevent cervical cancer? Okay, here is some tips on how to prevent it. And then also it says follow these 5 tips for prevention. Please do. What causes cervical cancer? Go for routine pap tests. Follow up on abnormal pap smears. Get vaccinated. Practice safe sex. And quit smoking. How do you test for cervical cancer? Which I just gave you that. The pap smears. And when you go for your pap smear, clearly state that you want to make sure that you are tested for HPV. And you can get chemo for it. If you do have it, you can get chemo. There will be some hair loss, but that hair grows back in a few months. Cervical cancer is slow growing. Is it curable at stage 4? Not so much curable, but can be brought to a very slow growth before growing into to the 5th stage. Do you have any questions? If you feel any of these symptoms, anything, now don't, now, ladies, I know, right? When we hear these things, everything, all the symptoms sound familiar, right? It's just like, okay, I do that, I do this, because I clear every symptom I just ran. Sounds everything of me. But if you feel that way, just go, like I said, have your pap smear done. Let them know about you. You clearly want to be cleared of cervical cancer. And that's pretty much it. And if you do have it, they'll do chemo for it. Like I say, little light hair loss. Few months, it's back. And if you care to research it further yourself, you can. If you have any main concerns or if you have any questions that I can answer. I do say this, if you have anybody that you know of that is a survivor of cervical cancer, please, please, please get in contact with them, get in contact with me. I love survival stories, and I would love to interview them on here because it's always better coming from somebody that's actually walked their walk versus someone that's telling you something that they've researched. So, do I have any questions? I did want um hereditary. I did want to say that. Don't worry, it's not hereditary. I didn't mean to tell you that. So if mom or sister had it, don't worry. It does not guarantee that you're going to get it. It's not hereditary. It's more and less comes from an untreated sexually transmitted disease, which can linger around for long periods of time, for 10 years before you even feel a sign or the pain or heavy bleeding, things of that nature from it. But if you can happen to think back, you know, that you had some kind of sexually transmitted disease back in the past, and you notice that this may be 10 years down the road, I would become very concerned and go and have that dealt with. Okay, ladies, do you have any questions? If not, conversation can go right on from here. Usually when I come on, I cover whatever my topic is. If y'all want to talk it up, we can. If someone likes to come up on the panel, because I know people get tired of typing. That's why I like to come through StreamYard, and we can all just come up on the panel and talk. It don't necessarily have to be about the topic. I mean, just talking in general. How's your day going, Crystal? You still at work? I'm finished with the main part now. Look, I had everybody. I have them on lockdown when I'm giving my main part of my commentary. When did the snow last for you, Miss TR? Can y'all hear me? I just realized my volume was really down low. Can y'all hear me? I just realized. You know what? It never mentioned when I was doing my research. It never, everybody that I know that has dealt with endometriosis, y'all tell me if I'm talking loud because I'm like right at my computer. Everybody that I know that has had endometriosis either had to have, they call them what, froze. Like a friend of mine, I went with her and she had to have her cells frozen or something. They froze something to that degree, or a hysterectomy. I've never heard anybody say I have cancer because of endometriosis. I have never heard that. Which I'll write that down because that is something I can. Oh, good. That is something that I can research. I do like to research stuff. But everybody that I know, actually everybody I pretty much know, the one, like I said, the one lady, they did like a stem freezing or cell freezing or something on her. We had to go twice. And then everyone else I know has had a hysterectomy. Okay, I have that on my list to research when I go back into my little research mode, which will probably be tonight. It snowed for you last night? Again? Hey, my lovely. How you doing, baby? Look, I just finished reading about cervical cancer too. Look, you know I don't like, I come in, I do what I say I'm gonna do it. Then I go on. How's it going, lovely? I seen you when you came in this morning. But what happened this morning? You came in, yeah, when I was on this morning. But when you came in this morning, I had my back turned. And then when I turned around, I seen that you was saying something to somebody in the chat. And then by the time I called your name, you was gone. I said, let me leave her a message and tell her I'll need her at 3. So I'll have a mod. Because I wasn't sure where B-Town will be. Not B-Town. I am B-Town. I mean, D-Cop would be. You know what I don't like about this? Can you see your wrench on this channel, on this StreamYard, Lovely? That's what I don't like about StreamYard. I can't see who I have given a wrench to. I have to go through YouTube to see who I have given a wrench to. Because Miss TR, you have a wrench too, right? Oh, you fine now. Go ahead. You hear me talking? You can make noise now. You can make noise now. I read what I needed to read. We're talking now. Oh, so you do see it? About the body, exclamation. Well, y'all got me lost now. Okay, you do have yours, Miss TR. Okay. Okay, I'm lost. What we looking at now? Somebody go get put. Now, y'all, let's be fair. What's on her? Let me go look at my cell phone. The video you talking about? The one she made? Or on her community page? Oh yeah, the one with Miss TR. Yeah. The loafer in the shower. Now, when are you going to go live and tell us about this loafer? I know your back is hurting now, so wait and get past your back pain. Hey, D-Cop. Yeah, she is. Look, I had just finished reading D-Cop. And Miss TR was beginning to talk about her loafer that she has on your page. Let me see if I can share this. Okay. Now, since I've done mine today, I'm going to take you. You have any idea, Miss TR, when you're going to go? I was gonna put up maybe a time. You want to do stay maybe don't do this week. Put it into next week when you're gonna go live and talk about it.
Can I vacuum real quick? Or you want me to wait?
Wait for in here.
Huh?
Wait for in here.
Wait for a year?
Wait for in here.
Shit, I can't hear you.
Wait for in here.
Okay.
My charger will not charge my phone anymore. Did you try to go down to Did you try going down to the place where you got your phone from? Wait, lovely, what you talking about? It's yours for real. Where'd you get your phone from, D Cop? Did you try going there? I'ma just put Miss TR coming soon. How about that? I won't put a date on it until you decide what day you're comfortable with going live. Spectrum. Did you try going to Spectrum to see if they had a charger? Hi, Ria's vlog. 5 o'clock. I haven't forgotten you. Everyone, if there's someone in here that you don't have, please check the content out. If you like it, hit like, subscribe, leave a genuine comment, and they will get back to you. And Ria's vlog is going live at 5. Girl, you is crazy. Ah, lovely. When I saw that, Stu, that thing tickled me. Miss Thing won that contest. And look, that happened before I knew her, right? And I just happened, I guess somebody made a comment on it. Because you know if somebody make a comment on it or hit like, it brings it fresh on your page. Okay. Well, we'll get you there before time to go live. Lovely Joyce was in love. I looked at the comments. I said, what tickled me is when she said, this mine. I done made a comment from both my pages. I was through. I was through. I stood up. That's it, D-Cop. If D-Cop don't win #1, I guess it'll be Miss Gina. I ain't seen nobody to match them two, I guess. Look, D-Cop had the tattoos and all to set it off. I said, all right, D-Cop. You just being grown, wasn't you, lovely? I don't want to hurt you. Let me see. Can y'all see? Can y'all see a way to ask if you can come up on the panel or not? I'm trying to help Miss TR here. Miss TR, do you see anywhere where you can ask to come up on the panel? Decaf said Miss Gina. See, I ain't gonna mess with you with that. But I can tell you this, Miss Gina getting a meet and greet together for next year. Y'all wanna go? Put your hand down, Decaf. I know you probably got both hands in the air. I know. I'm getting ready to start a petition. Free Susie. Free Susie. That simple. That woman didn't kill nobody. Free Susie. I came on today at 3. Sometimes when I do that, Love Blade, unsubscribe, then subscribe back and hit your bell notifications again. That was happening one time when I wasn't getting Decup's notifications, and I forgot who told me that. Oh, actually, I was in maybe in TR's chat, and somebody was telling him that, and he was telling them what to do. I look a hot mess. Don't want to try now. Girl, you better do like all the rest of us do. Come behind the screen. Come behind the screen like we are. I even got my hair done today, and I'm still behind the screen. You saddened. Why? Because your phone won't charge. Poor thing. We're going to see can Spectrum get you the right charger. Oh, or are you talking about VS? I'm going to be honest with you. I've never seen anybody with a charge like this be this severe. But here again, that's Commonwealth. That's a Commonwealth state. And no bond. Now here in Alamance, and I'm in a county, this is not no county to play. Okay. If you go in on the weekend, you are there through the weekend. But Monday morning, if you're not in front of the judge on Monday morning, you're definitely there in front of the judge right after lunch. Because they just don't have the space here to host people for something like this. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sure she gonna go and file charges on Shireen. I really, really thought I was expecting her to come on here today and be able to give her commentary. Cause I was waiting on Mets Monday. As far as bad as we don't choose to be a part of it, but still it's entertaining. But when I turned on my camera, I got up this morning and I got trying to get back into my routine of catching my morning people. Well, I don't understand why didn't they set a bell? I mean, even today, I mean, is it that busy? In that, how about I'm gonna tell you? Go to his last name. Is it Molly? It's a guy. Okay, that sounds good. Sounds good. And by that time, we be done ironed out because I had to play with it, but it was so easy. It's easy to me. It's a lot easier than Stream Lab. Stream Lab wasn't this easy. I still haven't quite figured out all of Stream Lab, but I really did not expect her to even still be in there today. I just knew this morning she'd be out. But that guy, he's the new guy. He's the one who's doing the videos and the commentary now, and this, that, and the other. I watched him, and he said, we'll be over there. Somebody else just said we'll be over there at 5 too, Miss Rio. So someone else is coming also. Um, oh, VS had before, I guess I'm assuming this is before she went in, had texted him and told him to take her face down or take her article down. And he said he thought about it and he said, "Oh, who are you?" He said, but then he did go back and read the YouTube disclaimer. And he said that was the only reason I hadn't taken it down. And but of course, after they locked her up, he put it back up there. He has a picture of her in her orange jumpsuit, shackled, with Sean Bradley right behind her in a gray and white jumpsuit, shackled. And then he goes ahead to give his commentary. And he said that he typed in her name. And he said, and mind you, I'm still new on the scene. He even knew the story of, which I've never even knew the story of, Sean Bradley and her, and why she calls him, why she called him. That's several of them I had never heard of, but it gives her whole history of what she has done to people on YouTube. You know what? I don't care who news is going on. You go ahead and go with your whatever. When you go live, you go live. This thing with VS gonna drag out. I'm gonna tell you that now. I mean, I had to bump. God knows I hate it because I was just in there with TR and I mod for him, and I had to come out to do this at 3. I mean, it's only so many days, a week, so many hours in a day. We're gonna bump heads regardless. And what you're doing and what we're doing is not gonna stay in that beefing sector anyway. They're not gonna be the ones that's really gonna be paying attention to what you're doing anyway. So that's what you want anyway. You don't want them all up under your stuff anyway. So what you doing has nothing to do with that beef with them. But I was like, wow. He said he googled her name, and all of that stuff came up. So that goes to show something's documented somewhere about her somewhere down the line. Yeah, it's good. I think this is a better time to go live when you're doing stuff of this nature. And the good thing is, if you go live, you say it's there. Anybody, it has your title. It have the title on it. Anybody want to, listen to it, reading it, or interested, they can listen to it. His name is, because some people even is thinking that he may be Kiki's husband, but that's not Kiki's husband because he said he's in. Did he say Delaware? Hold on, let me see if I can find him on my phone. Um, I know that first night he was trying to cover the story, he had a terrible echo in the bag, but he got that ironed out. But he had to. It's her picture and Sean Bradley's picture, but he had to he had to work on it to make it like that. Cause he has a video before that, before she turned herself in, when she was still wanted. That's the picture she wanted taken down. He took it down for a little bit, and then once she turned herself in, she put it back up. He put it back up. It's something Molly, something Molly. Oh God. Let me try something. I tell you who you can how I found out about him. Go in Jay Wilson's live today. Jay Wilson mentions his name in the live today. But Jay Wilson is the only person I've heard speak about it today. I've been reading titles, but I haven't actually seen anybody else's video other than Jay Wilson. I watched Jay Wilson, then I did go watch that guy's, because that guy he's got a picture in the back of the whole police department. He was clowning the police department because it's not very big. The police department isn't at all. So maybe VS gave him some excitement in that neighborhood, in that area. No, Miss T.I., I'm with you on that. Being a part of this sector is not what I want to be. Correct. I'm trying to listen. I got it in one ear trying to. I know Jay Dunn also was the one who broke the news that VS was still in jail. Somebody was in the courtroom and took a picture. Let's see. Jay Wilson said his source was there in the courtroom. Oh, she did have a hearing today, but her bond hearing is Thursday. They treating this girl like she really killed somebody. February 4th is the official court date. It was in closed circuit TV. She looks very sad. She did not look happy. I mean, what did they expect for her to be doing? Okay, sweetie. Hang in with us. On Thursday, she's supposed to receive an ankle monitor or be on how what until February 4th. Wow. I want him to say this guy's name. I don't want any harm to come to her. She has a court appointed attorney. What's the good of court appointed attorney? So the county jail don't have TVs? I wonder if YT gets wind of this. 2020 YT talked about cyberbullying and doxing. This is true. That's why the guy took that picture down when VS first asked him to, but then once it hit the paper, he put it back up there. Somebody just said court appointed lawyers and prosecutors work together. I mean, wasn't even no weapon involved. Sorry, guys. I had to reboot. My son kicked the my son foot hit the thing and it kicked it out the wall, and I had to reboot. I also heard that too, Miss TR. She did mention that she had a gun on her. She did mention that. Who's still here with me? Oh, okay, Miss Rhea, you still here? All right, baby. Yes, my son was in that vacuum and he hit the router, hit the cord, knocked it out the wall, and I had to reboot. I have a headache. Trayshawn! Okay. Oh, hey, Miss TR, there you are. My son, I was telling him my son was in there vacuuming and hit the router and knocked it out and I had to totally reboot all the way back up. They sent bounty hunters out to get. Somebody said, I live in the DMV. I got, oh, no, no. They said, I got locked up over a fence. And they sent sent boundary hunters out to get me. Elliot, Maryland is just an expensive. That where VS lived, it made better homes. I still say it's a bit much. Well, I guess because she's never did nothing to me directly. Looking at some of the stuff that she has done to other people, I might can see why they're rejoicing. Trayshawn! Here's my question. Kiki been on world tour for how many days? Where she been these last few days?
You rang.
Yeah. What Trayshawn?
Rashawn?
Quincy, come give me two BCs.
Well,
I got a headache.
you want me to wake him up?
No, tell Quincy come get me two BCs. I got a headache.
Tell what?
Tell Quincy come give me a BC. I got a headache.
Not PCs?
Yeah.
What I do is ask me.
You gotta take your gloves off. If you got chemicals on them.
This thing. Are you helping people out?
Oh, I'm listening. I'm listening to
One,
Jay
two.
Wilson from an earlier video where he gave his commentary.
You wanted two, right?
Somebody just said she's banned to you. Yeah, banned from YouTube. He said, "How do you know that?" They don't know.
Oh, they'll tell you.
She's still locked up. They don't know. Won't know until the person gets
She's
in.
good as locked up, but it will tell you if you try to log in.
She can't log in jail.
Oh, she's in jail?
This is somebody else giving a point of
Oh.
view. If I had to bet, she's going to get out on cyberbullying. It's good point, Diamond Dory. Tracy was wrong. Tracy was wrong for doxing you yesterday.
You need to take those. Your head's gonna get worse reading that stuff.
Huh.
Your head's gonna get worse reading all that stuff.
Tracy doxed
What
Jay
happened?
Wilson yesterday.
That was the people on there yesterday, last night, right?
Somebody right here said Tracy was wrong for doxing you yesterday. Wow. She would not leave Jay Wilson alone. And that man made her. That was it. That
Is
was
it
her
done now?
moderator.
Okay.
What my box?
What?
My square box.
Your who? Oh, shit. Oh, yeah.
I missed something yesterday.
Well, you got on after they had already been on. Remember?
Oh yeah. Girl, BC's is the only thing that will move my headache. My daughter came and redid my hair yesterday. And I know whenever she do my hair, I'm gonna have a headache. I already know it. So I go ahead and invest in my BC. Plus it helps with arthritis, back pain. BC's is just the answer. Now what I know, I'm looking at Jay Wilson's video, and somebody sent him $5 and said Tracy was wrong for doxing you yesterday. She doxed Jay Wilson. Doxing me, they would be very bored. I'll be the first to tell them. They'll be very bored doxing me. Which I never had a run in with Tracy. No VS. This isn't my sector. I don't have any reason to bother them. No, evidently she doxed Jay Wilson, but I don't know what she could have doxed him about. I mean, he's been doxed before. What is it to dox about? And here again, there could be somebody new or on the scene. Her name is Nancy Blue that's asking the question. Maybe she wasn't here when Tracy did it to him. I mean, Tracy and VS did it. Am I hugged to tree? Miss B Town, are you hugged to tree? What you mean, am I hugged to tree? I will give them the info. Right, they don't have to dox me. My life is boring. Well, what they would consider boring. What you mean, Love Blake? S to shit to tree? What? Girl, this ain't making no sense. Miss B Town, are you hugged to tree? When you say hug to tree, to my Tracy, right? What is S to tree? Are you picking on me snacking again? Girl? Do I love a tree? Lovely. If you don't get up off here, I only lay here in the. I don't even. Mm. Girl, girl. I'm like this, lovely. This is how I look at stuff with people. A person can come to you with a mask on, but eventually that mask is gonna come off. If you pull that mask off and I on somebody else, then you'll pull it off on me. Okay, baby. Do I love tree? Because I will say that Tree and VS is two people in this that I have never gravitated to. Blue, the blue ones. I know somebody that loves the green ones. I just take the blue ones. I just think that they go too far with stuff. Um, they call it roasting and gagging. This is beefing, and they need to leave children, parents. Keep it between the two of y'all. Leave the jobs alone. Things of that nature. That's people's livelihood. Um, clearly they go way too far. Way too far. What I'm hoping and praying for, this will be the worst case scenario. That this won't happen anymore. But I've said several times to Decop, this stuff gonna go off. This stuff is gonna go off YouTube. Watch. And what did it do? See, now there she was in closed circuit court this morning, and somebody was right there to tell the story, and she has no idea who it is because they brought her in on closed circuit TV, but was able to bring back the 411. It's not worth it. She got kids that need her. At the pharmacy that I go to, they said they were made to take the green ones off. You said 445 of the okay. Off the shelf. Oh, what's up? She's I actually hey, yes, ma'am.
Can I drive him to work real quick? It's right up the road.
Oh, cool.
Quincy.
What wrong with Quincy feet?
Be nice. Take your headache stuff.
I thought you was going live at 5. Rhea, I thought you was going live at 5. Hold on one second, Miss TR. I thought you was going live at 5. She miscalculated her time.
When you go live.
She, cause my understanding we was gonna go from here, from me at 3 to her at 5. But we calculated it this morning. I will do I will do live stream tomorrow morning at 10. Okay, what time is it at your house right now? Cause the timing isn't adding up. Cause see, I thought we had 40 more minutes before we come to you. Okay, it's 10 o'clock now. And you're gonna go 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Now it's 10 in the evening. It's straight 10 o'clock. It's not 10:20. It's not 9:20. Cause it's 4:20 here. Where are you? Where are you, Ria?
Where is she?
We're waiting for her to type back. I thought this morning she told me. She got to be a good little distance from us. See what? She's ahead of me. Whereas this morning she must have thought she was behind me. If it's 10 p.m. there now, and she going 10 p.m. in the morning, so 12 hours for us would be 4 o'clock. It's gonna be 4 a.m. in the morning when she goes. You're in Europe near Norway. Okay, if you go live at 10 a.m. your time, that's gonna make it 4 a.m. for us. We're gonna be asleep. So you're gonna have to move it if you want us to attend. You're gonna have to move it a little bit. She says she's in Europe near Norway.
But it can't be 10 p.m. It's got to be.
Right. It still can't be straight 10 p.m. Is it 10:22 where you are, Ria?
A.M. or P.M.?
PM. She's getting ready to go to bed. I don't think her English is that.
Can I go run him real quick? Or are you figuring this out?
Ria, can you try to do 1 o'clock tomorrow? That's gonna be pushing. Yeah, that's too early for us. 4 a.m. is too early for us. We're sleeping at 4 a.m. Yeah. Yeah. But mama doesn't like the fact that my nurse is giving Quincy rides around.
You did know. It's okay. It's okay. I've got a lot done. I gotta redo the bathroom
How about if you go live at 10 or 11 Eastern Standard Time? This would be why you've never seen me in your lives. Then I see why. It's the timing. It's your timing. Cause see, 4 in the morning is we're asleep, but we want to attend your live. Get the cards. Tell them to stop and wait. But we want to attend your lives. Can you do 1 o'clock tomorrow? Can you do 1 p.m. instead of 10? Can you do 1?
She already put on. Are you telling her to get it already? I'm about to go, Mama. I'm not gonna be up here. Like, I'm about to leave in the next hour or so. Let's go.
When I come on in the morning, Miss Rhea, let me know. I'll come on early in the morning. Let me know, and I will get in contact with Miss TR, and we will see what we can do to make it to one of your lives. Thank you so much for coming. We're still going to get into one of your lives, okay? Have a good night. Are you there, Miss TR? I think it may be the language barrier is the problem we're having. Because this morning we were on, and God bless you too, baby. And we had it estimated down to, I thought we had it estimated down to perfect time. My comment, whose comment was that? Bye for now, sweetie. I didn't see it, Miss TR. I can't see it. Miss TR, you have a wrench? You can erase it. I think where the barrier break, I think the problem is the language and the barrier breakdown, because we had it figured out this morning to her comment to YT for review. What comment did she make? They sent it to Rock. I didn't think she said anything. Hmm. I don't see the comment about. See, YT caught that before I even seen it. Girl, YT don't be playing. See, comments like that, I don't even get to see. YT catch it. And it's amazing how big this thing is, and they can catch comments just that quick. Well, chances are you can't if YT caught it. Chances are you can't. I didn't think she would say anything. I didn't see anything. They probably caught it. They probably saw it before you saw it. Girl, YT don't play. YT don't play. I know I was in D-Cops one day, and somebody came in there and said something. It was a troll, of course. Came in there and said something. And we could see it. And that day was me and Love Blake in there. And YT grabbed it before me and Love Blake both went at it at the same time, but YT grabbed it first. I'm trying to come in. I don't know what she just said, Love Blake. Whatever it was, YT. Oh, okay. I had to come in through my phone to see it. I will do my live at 1 p.m. just for you to attend. Oh, listen at what she said, y'all. This is what they held. It says, I will do my live at 1 p.m. just for you to attend, and blew me a kiss. That's not, I don't, and they held it. They already got it, but see, I had to come in through my phone. I can't erase it. They won't let me erase it. Well, why is she so adamant about just me coming? And get this, it probably got erased because we weren't even connected. I connected to it just then, but I could tell. I'm gonna listen to her to see if she speak English. I could tell there was a language barrier. She speaks English. I'm gonna put down here. I will be here. No, better yet. I'm gonna say Miss TR held her message. No, YT held a message. No, YT. Not YT did it. She she tried to delete it. Trey, get that's what I was trying to tell y'all. Trey need to go to Walmart and get his son his Christmas gift for me.
Okay.
What y'all want? What y'all want for supper?
Huh?
What you want for supper? What's something good to eat? Yeah, she is from the Philippines. I'm looking at it. Yeah.
Asking out of a barn.
What?
I can eat the asking out of a barn.
I'll pass on that because that comes along with the animal mess and.
Hey, you never know.
Come get my card, Trey, so I can get his gift.
I got a bathroom real quick. Put your chair back before I do anything.
Well, his ride will be here in a little bit.
Huh? Hey, Trey.
I'm scared to write something back to. What can I write back, y'all? I'm gonna say thank you for. But she's always in my life, especially if I do them during the day. This is like the second time. Well, I put to you second time today. Can't believe it. Miss TR hit her. Oh, Miss TR hit her by accident. Miss TR said she know what she's doing. I'm on my phone. It won't. I couldn't even see. I didn't even see it on the computer. I had to get on my phone to see what was said. It was already gone off of my computer when Miss TR said something to me. That's why I was thinking YT called it. But then when I logged onto my phone, I could see what she said. I'm not. I just said, do you hear me say I better not? Get my 2 cards and Tanya gonna take them to the Walmart right quick.
You get both of them?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do?
Ask Randy again and he'll tell you. I'm not. If what I'll do is
Which one? You need the passing.
take both of them with you.
Shit. One's 49.24 and one's
29.38.
See? Didn't I tell you? They all know my card number but me. Didn't I tell you? Ain't that sad?
I don't even know why I
Ain't
was
that
asking, 'cause I
sad?
know she doesn't want.
I'm not lovely.
See,
I'm not.
It simple.
I'm not trying to get my channel yanked or anything. I'm not. Cause truth be told, I found it odd. She came into my live this morning and she said that she had never seen me in her live. Well, I felt bad. And I really think she came into mine after I put the notice on my community page that about my cervical thing I was going to be talking about at 3, right? Then she comes into my live and she was telling me that she's never seen me in her live, blah, blah, blah. And I felt bad because, I try to visit people out, even if they come to me every green moon, because I know it's a bunch of us. But then I realized that she said she did tell me this morning that she met me in TR's live. And I said, okay. Okay, I understand that because I'm mod in there. So that part doesn't bother me. Okay. But then I'm thinking we had at least connected just now when I went to go look at her page because I wanted to hear her. Because if you notice during the whole time she was in here, she was just like quiet. For a few minutes, I thought she was gone. Then she would just show up at the bottom saying, I'm still here. Or put a smiley face in there or blow a kiss down there. What the hell? So, okay. And I said, and then clearly this morning we discussed when we leave my live at 3, we'll come to you at 5. And she was fine with that. But then today, when she seen that there was another person, Miss TR said something also about coming with me over to her live. All of a sudden now she's sleepy. She's going to bed. And then when I go over to her page, okay, she subscribed to me, and I'm not even subscribed to her yet. I'm not even connected to her. So I see why I've never been in her live. And she's already been live today. She was live 6 hours ago. She can go live at 4 o'clock in the morning if she want to. She just be up live. I said we be sleep. But a lot of time we ain't sleep at 4. That gives me the ickies. I don't like a woman to be, oh. Mm-hmm. Now, see, if my husband heard that, he'd be like, nah, you need to go and get rid of her. Wow. And she said, I'll have my live tomorrow at 1 just for you. For me to get over there and be the only person over there? I don't think so. I don't think so. Uh-uh. No. Miss TR, have you been into any of the grinding channels today? No, you said your back was hurting. Okay. You said your back was hurting. The guys getting ready to tell you, come follow me to Tyrese. She does. She does. She has plenty of people. I don't. I don't she don't need to have um. No, you don't. She don't. She don't need to have no live just for me. Or else we gonna be bored. Yeah, Chef does start at 7:30. Chef came by. Hmm, she left me a message, I think, when I came back from the grocery store. Yeah, she does 7:30. We got to get some more people in there. I got just about everybody that's in the chefs. I like to just go in there and have a good time, though. I think Super Dave's getting a little jealous of the bigger grind channels. I went in there today to tell him hello, and he was saying how he thinks some of the larger channels were jealous of his growth or whatever. And I was like, whoa, Super Dave. I don't know who you talking about, but the grind channels I go in, you got a long way to go, bud, before you even pretend like you want to say they jealous. I know. Think Dragon gonna think I just deserted him. No, I didn't. You talking about the live that she was in? That was this morning, babe. That was this morning. where she did that. I don't understand. I don't understand why she want to get just me to her live. If it, I don't know if it was because she saw me in tree trimmer. I mean, in Nari's chat. That's where she got my name from. I don't know. I don't think she. I don't think she was making a pass, but remove the one from Saturday night. I know, right? What you say, baby? The one from Saturday night. What's on that one? What was we? What were we doing? Were we cutting up? Look, was you here? If you was here, we was cutting up. What were we doing? I'm going to go do it though. I'm heading there now on my cell phone. Um, give me the name of it, baby. Love Blake. Give me the name of it. Cause you know, after so many times, after so many days, it'll start to say, um, she's not saying that way. Doing a live just for you was a joke. Okay, I accept that. I'll take that. I'll take that. It was just kind of iggy, but okay. Okay, yeah, I can see it being meant that way too. Maybe she meant she was willing to do that time because you asked her not. That was making a match. Okay, so y'all going with me, right? Hey, the portal, how you doing? Um, what's? Give me 1 second. What's good with you? The one titled "Welcome to B Town." Love Blake. You know what I'm talking about, Miss TR. You chilling? What you been up to today? It's titled "Welcome to B Town." Love Blake. And I'm glad you reminded me because
Okay.
I did remember the day.
What are you wanting to eat? I changed. And I've changed.
Um, this is the only. Let me see. Can you remember what the title was, Miss TR? Let's see. See, never forgotten. Those are the ones that we lost along the way of last year. Happy birthday is the ones that birthdays for January. It has to be right. No, no, that's not it. Oh, maybe I'm not going back this way far enough. Bring me fish,
From
fish plain.
which is
I
cheese
think I can. Yeah,
from McDonald's.
yeah,
2
yeah,
fries,
yeah.
drink,
Coke.
large
Bring me a
Coke.
real soda. I don't like their drinks.
So get one from Walmart.
Yeah,
Okay. Um.
take out 40 for me.
Okay. All right, then. We'll be right back. Okay.
Okay, okay, lovely. I think I'm with you. I just got to figure. That was Saturday morning. I hate when it gets down to when they just give you like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, like that. But I have most of mine, I have two a day because I'll split my time. I think I got it. It's actually the one called, it just said Welcome to B Town when y'all came in, run across the banner, right? Now how I get this down? Got it. I think. Okay. Because it was a lot of profanity and disrespect used in that one. I was over in someone else's chat and I seen that coming on. So, being out of respect, I said, let me go on to my own platform. And that I did. And trouble followed me. And I had to handle it. Sadly, it won't be monetized. I had to delete it. Okay. Mr. Portal still with us? No. Just as I watched it play out between that person, friend, and someone else in their chat just a day or two before that. Here again, something that my name was brought up in that I had nothing to do with. Nothing. But when it all broke down, when it started out, I said, now watch. I haven't had no issue nowhere else I've been. Nowhere. But it's been a whole lot going on over there in that chat. So I have my own platform and I can ponder right here. Well, I don't have to be bothered with all of that. Okay? So how long your back's been hurting, Miss TR? That's what I'm gonna have to do. But see, I was reading from my notes that I had put on my computer, and that's where they were at the time when I was when I was doing my cervical cancer, and I had my notes there, and so that's why I had to take me a minute to go back to find that video and stuff. It is. StreamYard is a big delay. And I when I first noticed it, I was over in Vernon's junk closet. We were playing the game, and I had won, but I had typed it in, but someone else got it. But it did come on the screen. Mine did actually go up on the screen first, but on her, I was using StreamYard, and so was she. But on her StreamYard, it came up. The other girls came up first, and then yeah, I got it. I found it and got it. And a StreamYard lags real bad, and one of her mods had to screenshot it and send it to her to show that my answer went up first. Yeah, StreamYard lags very bad. Okay, okay. Yeah, I know back pain is no joke. Ever since I've had that tumor removed off mine, so yeah, it's no joke. That's why I say to people, I don't like people when they're doing the docs and stuff about people's health or people children, stuff like that. That's nothing to be playing with. There's nothing to be playing with. Honestly, people that has really, really, really bad back problems, I that have not yet been successful with disability. I I don't know how they work a daily base on an 8 hour shift, especially whether it's standing up or sitting down. I have a friend, um, she's her doctor won't take her out of work, but swears them down she needs disability, and she does. But where she works, she's standing on a concrete floor 8 hours a day and can't get home fast enough, come through the door in tears most of the time. And her husband is just having a fit, having a fit. Here in the town where I am, it's not the best hospital in the world. Um, it's gotten better, but that's not where I've had my surgeries. I have been hospitalized at that hospital, but haven't had any surgeries done there. My surgeries, I go to UNC, and I'll tell anybody go to UNC, Duke, or if you're on this end, go to Moses Cone, which is like the next big city over. Miss TR, everybody and their mama has told StreamYard about that. I don't know if it's an overload or they're just not equipped because I didn't use stream. I didn't go live until I hit 1K. Oh, and Love Blake, I meant to say, um, it doesn't bother me to use the sub word in a in the chat. I got that, from there. Not only now there is two, her and you can't use it in the chef. The chef and decop. Them two is not having it. You're not gonna use the S word in their chat. And I just ask, don't write out the whole word subscribe. Just shorten it and say sub or subby. Um, like the chef, she does not like when you use the emoji, the heart and the finger pointing. She will not let you use those two together. She said that's automatic spam. Now Think Dragon, he don't care how many emojis you use, just long as it's not the top, you're not being derogatory. Um, G Kicks, he doesn't mind. He says you can use up to 4. I think it's pretty much what people's more so do in their life or however they want their chat. Profane, believe it or not, God forbid, the way I was talking the other day. And I don't like to talk that way because when I do that, you've taken me out of my character. And I don't like for people to take me out of my character. But the main thing I ask for is no profanity. And being that the S word brings attention to YT. Oh, really? So that's why they say use the word followers instead of the S word. Okay. That's why they ask you to write the numbers out in the chat instead of just writing numbers. They said something about, I guess, when it goes through the system, it trips the system. It breaks the frequency, is what it does, and it draws attention to it. And I see what it's all supposed to be about is all of this stuff is supposed to look like that you were just on YouTube and you stumbled across a video of mine and you liked that and you subscribe to it and you remain subscribed to it. That's why you have to leave the genuine comment. But here, here is the thing. Right now, YT is really, really, they're cracking down on trolls. All of these trolls. Why people tend to sit and just troll behind people, I don't know. But more often than not, they making it seem like trolls aren't people. Trolls are just other content creators who is trolling behind another person, or normally behind another content creator. Because if you're not a content creator, then there's no need to be trolling behind anybody. It doesn't make sense to troll behind a YouTuber, or trolling behind a mod, or anything of that nature. To me, it comes from content creators who don't like other content creators. So they go into the chat, they cause all of this havoc as a troll, and then they'll even make it look good. They may even be sitting up in there under their main account themselves. Seen it done several times. Wrench do it all the time. And it's basically to get under the skin of the particular content creator. um, True, but your channel being taken down, your channel has to be struck 3 times in order to get your channel down. And every time you get struck, you'll know it comes to your email. Unless you want to be like Rico. Unless you feel like you've ate and drank enough Christmas that you feel like you can show us your sexy body or whatever. YouTube pulled his that night. Well, see, Thanksgiving he did the drunk scheme, doing all this and all that, falling out of chairs and all of that. Okay, right. And I'm glad you reminded me of that, Love Blake, because I meant to do that anyway. I meant to do that anyway. But had I not used profanity, I wouldn't have took it down, because that is the kind of stuff that somewhat has VS in the situation that she's in. If I'm in one spot and I see you starting trouble with me, and I come over into my spot and I haven't did anything to start any trouble with you, and you come over in my house and start trouble, then we have an issue. Then we have an issue. And I will forget that I have children older than you. Older than you. Will I go back and forth with you, back and forth? No. You can make all the videos, and because I don't expect you to be really respectful anyway, especially when you quote unquote call your aunt everything except for a child of God. So I don't expect anything of you, nothing of you, because I don't know you, neither do you know me. And I don't like for anyone to get to know me on a bad term. But that's not why I came to YouTube. And I didn't come to YouTube to start trouble between 2 people. That's not what I do. Not what I do. Yeah, these are all the reasons why YouTube is cracking down. I mean, you got people been out here just years. That was in a text. When all of that supposedly had went on, um, that night, Tatted Hearts came in there, and D Cop got knocked off, and they just, I don't know who Tatted Hearts is. I don't know who's behind that scene. Cussed Tatted Hearts out. They said that Tatted Heart first came in there at the 1st of October, and there was a big argument. If it was, I was not there. Said that I don't think she came in there as tatted heart, but altogether, I do not remember a night when there was anybody that came in there supposedly cussed out the whole stream, calling the derogatory names, racist names, and none of that happened when I've been in there. And granted, I'm not in there every night, but D Cop said that never happened. Um, then there went through a period where D Cop got a text. She really, I'll just say my niece wouldn't talk to me that way. Um, but hold on, guys. Hold on one second. Okay. All right. I'm not sure when I remember when they've had their difference in opinions. I've seen them bump heads a few times in the chat or whatever, but nothing major. Not major. But that didn't happen in the chat. That happened over a. My daughter keep. Hold on, y'all. My daughter calling me. Hello. Hey. Uh huh. Right. I'm not sure how much. See that's why I asked what did Randy do on yesterday? Okay. That's all he get. That's for his son. That's it. The other one is from yeah. Okay. My God. Okay. No, you call me after y'all finish that. All right. All right. Bye bye. Sorry, guys. When do kids ever get too grown? Content, no regular entertainment. Beefing is very entertainment. Well, see, it technically is supposed to be roasting and gagging. That's what it's supposed to be. But I find none of this to be funny. None of this to be funny at all. And what's happening with VS, I'm hoping and praying everybody will take heed to this. That if things are pursued through the law, things can and will happen. And I hope it turns her down a notch or two. Even though, when I first seen her, she was going on and on and on about this great change that she was making, and um She was not going to be the person she used to be, so forth, so on. But I don't know the person that she was before. um, but I don't think doing right would have led her down that road. Her and Shireen both was crazy. I'm gonna just tell you that. Both of them was wrong in their own way. By street justice, VS was right. Lawfully, Shireen was right. Put it to you like that. Y'all gonna think I'm lying. I did just put in Susie Cordon on Google. Even those even those video clips are up here from the fight. Those video clips are up. Four of them. One is 4 minutes. One is 1 minute 34 seconds. 1 minute. Wait a minute. Was that 1 hour? Oh, Nicole Tyler put that one up. But it's four of them up here. But I wanted to see what that guy said. He got all that information. God, my daughter. Hold on, guys. Let me remind y'all, I am on live. Hello. That is it. Randy used it yesterday. That's it, y'all. That's it. I'm on live. Tell Trishawn. Oh God. Okay, this is him called Trishawn. I am online and this is irritating me. I'm sorry. What did Randy tell you you had to do? That's how he did it. That's what you got to do. Listen at me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Y'all come get Randy. I'm on live. Does anybody else have that problem with their children? They want what they want when they want it, no matter what you doing. Just answer this right here. Just answer this. No. This is true. I see. I see. I heard Shireen took her page down. I hadn't even thought to look. But she was smart enough. She took her page down. BS doesn't look like a Susie. I never thought her name would be Susie. She look like a bonquisha. Hey, Love Blake. Love Blake still in here. Y'all want to see this orange jumpsuit? The constant threatening, stalking, and bullying by Susie Cordon is refinishable. She has put many YouTube creators. Wow. Wow. They even have pictures that she used on the internet down through the years or down through the time she's been on here. And here is the jumpsuit. And now on this actual one is the cop behind her. But the one I seen, the guy removed the cop and put okay, I tell you what you do. Type in Susie Cordon YouTube. Google it. Google Susie Cordon YouTube. Make sure you write YouTube in the Google with it. And scroll down. Oh, I got to run to the little parties, girl. Girl, they got all kinds of girl. As 5 can say, girl, that's a whole lot of reading. Hold on, Miss Tia. I just told her where to go look. Hold on a minute. Let me run to the bathroom. I can tell you. Red. Not they want us to sign a petition. Concerned content creators is counting on you. Concerned content creators needs your help. You to make it easier. A terrorist threat. Lord. Miss CR. Um, yeah, she is in. If you look up Susie Cordon, let me give it to you wrong. Cause Susie Cordon, YouTube, Google that. Wow. Here's a picture of Jay Wilson, Conscious TV. Oh. QI. I don't know who this guy is. It's a nice looking guy. I don't know who that is. They refer to her as the demon. Okay, my daughter getting next to me. She getting under my skin. Y'all about to make me pop off and y'all, hello. That's for the gift. Right, and the rest is mine. Um, I can't even see what's in there. Huh? Um, I'm online. Huh? No, I'm doing a job. I'm doing a job. Get okay, guys. You can't take nothing serious. Love Blake must went to go read. She'll be back in a minute. What? Okay, Missy, how bad where I was. Me and you was getting ready to start reading. They called me one more time. I'm gonna ignore them. Okay, girl. They said YouTube will make it easy to report stalking, harassment, slander, and terrorist threats. Ain't not one person signed. Oh yes, she do. She got it signed. Let me see. It's 2,985 have signed. Let's get to 5,000. With this petition, we respectfully request an investigation into the appears to be severe cases of terrorism, threats, slander, defamation of character, harassment, and harassment, doxing, and cyberbullying. The offender, Susan Cordone, uses her sizable YouTube platform to threaten other content creators, incite public fear, and maliciously damage the employment of personal lives and safety of others by spreading false and dangerous. Wow. Miss Cordone operates channels VS, Conscious TV 2.0, TSCCO, TSCCO2, TSCCO3, and YouTube Beefs respectfully. Ms. Codone has knowingly and intentionally uses the YouTube to engage in dangerous activities, more recently as whoa, wait, let me stop. I got to text my daughter this. I forgot I told her. I forgot all about that. I forgot to tell her that. Now back where were we? Okay. When was the 6th? Today? So that means it just went up today, the article I'm reading. QI is defending her so much, and QI was the talk of everybody's topic yesterday. Oh, I'm gonna have a long talk. I don't know if I can rock with her to that degree. I'm having my trust is waving with her. Um, Miss Cordone and her followers have contacted content creators, employers. Oops, we got that far, didn't you? Maliciously, yeah. Yeah, I read out the organizations that. Okay, these content creators and their families are being subjected to public taunting, ridicule, and consistent harassment and threats on and off YouTube. Their ability to live freely is being compromised by the consent threat of vigilant justice issued by Miss Susie Cordone. Miss Susie Cordone has a history of using YouTube to retaliate against other YouTubers, content creators. She has stalked, harassed, slandered, and defamed numerous people and is now become more dangerous by the day and now making terroristic threats against YouTubers. contacting creators. Miss Cordon has a following of people that operate as an organized military lord. Miss Cordon has brandished a weapon during her videos and brags about avoiding prosecution due to her federal employment and prior military service. I respectfully request that Google and local law enforcement authorities conduct a full investigation into these allegations and activities. The unethical, malicious, and dangerous activities of Susie Cordon is causing irreparable damage to innocent children, family, and friends. YouTube is a place that anyone should feel welcome and free from terrorist threats, stalking, slander, doxing, and harassment. The current policies in place aren't enough to stop people that have malicious intent towards others, such as this. Miss Cordon has a history of streaming live. While live, she makes her terroristic threats, exposing content creators' homes, addresses, and gives orders to her team members, followers, to stalk, harass, and dig up any information on content creators and expose it all on YouTube. After the live, she either deletes the video or places it on private, preventing anyone who from properly reporting her channel. We ask that Google please look into this matter and make reporting capabilities more robust. On matters such as this, content creators should be able to report videos or live streams even if they are private. If someone is stalking, harassing, doxing, slandering, defaming, make an act of terroristic threats, then they should be banned from YouTube. Google, with the appropriate evidence reported, deleting or placing a video on private shouldn't absolve anyone from these crimes. Please, please make YouTube safe again. Google Incorporated. Oh, wow. And so far, 3,000 people have signed this. And people got putting their reasons for signing. Look, moving forward, maybe after your medical commentary, you should close it out and reopen just in case someone is said you might have to delete the video. No, I don't have to delete the video. The reason she told me to delete that video is because I cut Shakira out in that video. The profanity. That's why she told me to delete that video. Shakira runs around these streets like she's all that in a bag of chips. Nobody cares that you're a model. I don't care that you're D Cop's niece. None of that matters. You started all of that mess. You, you started that mess between Mo and D Cop. And I knew when it started between Mo and D Cop, my name was going to get drug into it. So I was patiently waiting. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to go back and forth with them children because they're children compared to me. I said what I said. I've blocked them. I have nothing else for them. To me, they don't exist. What I'm reading is simply what everybody else is reading. And what I'm reading is what Google wrote. And Google is the one who got this petition right here that they want everybody else to read and sign. Christy Gray said a year ago the consent, threatening, stalking, and bullying by Susie Cordon, she has put many YouTubers and subscribers' livelihood in danger. I fear that Miss Cordon is not stopped. Her attempts to extort and undermine others will lead to unimaginable. Miss Cordon is a danger on YouTube community, and her replungement behavior warrants immediately. See, somebody says I'm a creator and I want to work in a harassment free zone. Right, right. Well, you know what? Now everybody would have to take their video down now. I mean, look how everybody is discussing that stuff. No, Miss Love Blake, no, I don't like profanity. And if you notice, I don't use a whole lot of profanity. I don't want profanity on my channel because I want my channel to be friendly, welcome to everyone. Everyone doesn't cuss. I don't think it's very ladylike to curse for every breath. Okay, if you choose to curse, that's fine. But to curse for every breath, I don't find it to be very ladylike. BS was reported by nephew Tommy. That's who it is. Nephew Tommy. That's who that guy is on this picture. BS was reported by nephew Tommy and was forced to take down her videos. That's recorded on file. Yeah. Who argues with nephew Tommy? That's Steve Harvey nephew. Girl, you supposed to been getting to know him. What's your problem? Somebody says my husband, Lies, and myself have recorded and reported illegal activities posted on Susie Cordon of Virginia as well as members of her cult. And that's exactly what they call her team, a cult. We professionally all agree that we witnessed serious mental traumatic behavior as well as multiple laws broken. You too, we respectfully are citizens of the United States. But this is what I knew something was wrong when I realized this lady is the largest unliked content creator on YouTube. I don't know no other content creator that's disliked by so many people. I just, I, this is deep. Oh, trust and believe, it's the conversation in everybody's chat. I mean, not even on chat, on the wall. They're laughing, making fun of, they making videos. They don't care. Some people are rejoicing at this. So many people have been waiting for this to go down. Yeah. Hey, Rose. How's it going? How's your day? Probably pretty much like everybody else is long for a Monday. Yeah. Larry Nelson sure did. Rose Gothard, VS still has people. who like and support her. Yeah, she does. But unfortunately, I know, unfortunately, I don't know how much to help her in court, how much they can actually help out in court, though. Yeah, she has lost some followers, but she still has. What does one do to make people so convinced? I have a mind of my own, so, and I've never been the one to have to follow the crowd. Mine has been real good. I did think at one point, I was like, well, I was like, why so much for somebody who, for no more than what she's done? But then when you go back and read it, like they got it in the newspaper and on the internet, that's a lot. That's a lot. And see, when you threatening, and I was thinking, what makes the terrorist? What makes her threats terrorist? Because she's made them over the internet to everybody. And there's a petition online. That petition is to get her YouTube taken down. I don't know. Yeah, that's the whole purpose in the petition is to get her removed off of YouTube because that's been orchestrated through Google. At the end of it, it said Google. Yeah, I agree. She's the only one who's doxed people. I agree to that, but she's done quite a bit. That's a big write up on her. I don't get into the roasting and the gagging and all of that. But you have to ask yourself at the end of the day, is it worth the sitting in the jail, being away from your kids? You know, where's everything at now? It's just like in a DWI, another crime that you break, that one particular one incident isn't the big issue. The big issue is when it's done replically and it piles up, piles up, piles up until that crime winds up being a big crime. And that's what has happened. And where is Kiki? Why have anybody seen her? Have anybody seen Kiki? Um, I never I've never dealt with Sean Bradley. That's not a spot where I've ever went and sat and listened to his stuff. Talk about it anymore. We are not about that sect that they have proof for the law, and I guess should be an example for all to stop. It is what it is, no matter what we say. And this is true, because that's exactly where it stands now. It's exactly where it stands. What you mean, like 2 years ago, back when it all really started, or when they say it started, or whatever? This isn't this isn't the sector that she and I this isn't our sector. We come here for laughs and things like that. She comes on every day. I have seen her on. Um, would I be lying to say she's one of my favorite content creators? Yes, I would be lying. Um, but a lot that most of them give is not content anyway. Hello. Why why can't y'all text me? Why y'all don't text me? Text me. I'm on live. Y'all text me. Well, I don't know what Randy did. I don't know what Randy did. I don't know what Randy did. I have to wait and go to the bank tomorrow. Y'all, I'm on live. I don't like discussing money on live. I'm talking to the whole world. Wow. Sorry, guys. That was my daughter ringing my phone again. Let me see what I missed. Let's see. We all have opinions. We all have all right wrong. And two wrongs don't make a right. Yeah, and even after Sean and James and others. True, we do agree to disagree. True. And that's probably, I mean, honestly, I was way overhearing it the other day. There's one thing about this sector, they'll start talking about something and don't know when to quit. They're driving in the ground. That's why I say they don't have content. I mean, we'll let Virginia handle it. If Google doesn't want her back on here, if they feel like it's not feasible to have her on here, then they'll put Susie Cordon off. If they'll put VS off, I don't know. But they'll put Susie Cordon off. Okay, thanks for stopping by. Now, what were we saying, Miss TR? Are you gonna go to the doctor and get that back checked, Miss TR? Right. Exactly. Are you gonna go to the doctor for your back, or it's just something that periodically happens and you know what to do? I'm gonna close this one out, Miss TR, and I'm gonna come back up through YT. Okay.